Good afternoon, friends. How are you all today? Love to reconnect with you in the Spirit of Christ and in the love of God. Today, I love to discuss with you how to enjoy inner peace every day. Like to relate to an event that happened in my life maybe 10 years ago. When I was serving in St. Joseph's Moorhead, I went to my annual vacation to India to visit my parents, that is usually in January. The returning journey was supposed to be on probably February 10th. I don't remember, but this is the story. I reached the airport on 10th, that is early morning of 10th, and rather I should have gone on 9th because international flights fly early mornings. Instead of reaching the airport on 9th night, I reached on 10th night. When I went to the counter to check my luggages, he said, "Your flight has gone already yesterday." Oh my. You miss an international flight. What are the struggles you have? How do you take that? Immediately you become tensed and a little chaotic there. But I took some time and then um, calmed myself and went to the counter and checked with another agent, and there was an opening in that next day flight that very morning when I reached on the wrong day, and I still flew to America. So every day life circumstances can bring more chaos, more interruptions and confusions. In the midst of all these things, how do you remain calm, peaceful, and not too much troubled with what happens to you at that moment? How to enjoy peace, even in amidst struggles and difficulties with oneself and with others? And we have to go to Jesus. When he said to his disciples, "Peace I give you, my peace I give to you." He repeats this even after his resurrection. He repeats that very frequently. Peace be with you. What kind of peace he offered to his disciples? He knew that they are going to be struggling a lot, beaten up, imprisoned, and really meeting so many challenges. But he said, "Peace be with you." What kind of peace he gave them? It is not the peace the world gives. The peace I give is different. What is the difference? The peace the world gives applies to particular circumstances, whereas the peace of Christ comes from within. So, whether you have a big loss or whether you face a challenge like what I faced when I went on the wrong day to take my international flight, and these are moments or difficulties we face. The external circumstances may bring more unrest, confusion, and chaos into our life. But that cannot take the peace Christ offers because it stays and comes from within our hearts. But how do you receive that peace? Jesus is willing to offer every day, but how do you make it your own? That is the most important thing. That is the spiritual conquering of Christ's peace into our life. For that, we have to learn how he lived his life. He always said, "Thy will be done." So, the most important part of a peaceful life, having inner peace, is to accept God's will for us and conform to that will every day. So, our morning prayer should include, "Lord, thy will be done in everything I am going to do today." What does that practically mean to us in our daily life? First and foremost, this may be repeated in many of my reflections. Live in the presence. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has its own worries, Jesus himself says. So, just don't be anxious about the past and future. Live in the present. Live in the present moment. Enjoy the peace of Christ that is flowing through your heart. And something untoward happen, deal with it as the situation and circumstance demands. Don't treat that situation with impatience and negativity, and you want that to settle quickly. So you try to do different things at the moment, and you make the situation worse. So the peace you expect in that moment, the calmness and the strength you expect to deal with a particular circumstance is gone if you are not really patiently and without resistance dealing that situation. Finally, trust in the goodness of God. God may allow certain things to happen in your life, but never think God is bringing bad things into my life. He is going to hurt me because I have done something wrong. No. Trust in the enormous goodness of God. He always wants to do good things for you. And if you trust that goodness, then the peace of Christ will continue to flow from your heart to everything you do, to every people you meet, to every circumstance you want to deal with. So peace is an inner joy, an inner harmony that continue to exist by doing all these things I shared with you right now. May the peace of Christ reign your hearts every day, that you be good messengers and carriers of peace to everyone. God bless you, and thank you for watching.